Hi, I'm Andy from London in England. I teach English in Colombia. I've been here for 8 months. In England, I have a different job, but here I'm teaching English to be able to travel and to be able to learn Spanish. I've learned a huge amount about Colombian culture because I've been here for a bit less than a year. I've learned that everyone is incredibly social, that dancing is hugely important, that food is a point of pride for all Colombians. You have to answer the question, ¿Qué piensas sobre la comida? What do you think about the food? I've learned that Colombia is much more than people have the international impression of Colombia as being, and that there's Spanish here and the country in general. There's a huge variety. So for me, Colombia isn't just one country, it's 10 countries. The Pacific coast, the Caribbean coast, Medellin, Cali, Cartagena, all of these places feel like different cities, including places like the Tatacoa Desert, the mountains. There's just a huge wealth of differentiation and variety in Colombia that I just didn't realise before I came here. I didn't. I had done a few hours on Duolingo to learn that el caballo come una manzana, which is possibly the most useless Spanish that you can learn. So I didn't learn any Spanish, but I spent about 6 weeks in schools, and every day I'm trying to speak Spanish to different people. And I think Colombia is a particularly easy place to learn Spanish because everyone is incredibly friendly, so everyone is keen to speak to you and keen to help you practice and keen to learn about where you're from and what you're doing. So for me, Colombia is an ideal place to learn Spanish. Added to that, the Spanish, particularly of Bogota and Medellin, is really, really clear. The Spanish of the coast is much less clear, but hey, that's part of learning Spanish as well, to learn both the accents and the slang and the different ways of enunciating the language. Okay, yep. So the question, why is, for example, Gringo Tuesdays in La Villa important for learning? So for me, it's partly because the conversations you have in the street and with different people you meet aren't very deep. Sometimes you don't get to exercise your vocabulary, the verbs, the different tenses. So they're hugely warm and lovely, but usually sometimes you end up speaking about similar stuff. So the benefit of somewhere like here is, well, it's twofold. One is to improve the language because people are generally keen to exchange their language, and two, it's also you're meeting people who are very similar to you. Like I'm on the other side of the world to learn another language, and people here are specifically coming to this bar to speak another language. So for me, that's part of the reason. This space creates a deliberate objective for everyone here to exchange the language, and for me that's quite unique. I mean, there are lots of intercambios, but the benefit of intercambios is specifically that everyone feels more confident, that everyone is going to make mistakes, but that everyone wants to learn another language.